So we are streaming podcast, etc. Because I just realized I didn't actually tell you guys that, but whatever.
I noticed.
Yeah.
It was fairly obvious by, hey, look, you're streaming. By the bot. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I just realized I forgot to mention it, but anyway.
I'm sure it's just you're playing your Titan mod pack in the background.
Right.
That's totally it.
So, hello everyone, welcome to the Dungeon Force podcast. We are playing through an old AD&D campaign that I've converted up to 5th edition. Hopefully we'll get to go through all three campaigns in the series. But we'll see how that goes. Also, I have this on... I'm a little confused. Because I apparently have this on the wrong version of Map Tools. Even though it claims I'm on the right version. That was weird. Anyway, but yeah, so we have 4 of our 5 players here right now. So I'll go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves.
I guess I'm first. I'm Andrew / Adam, whichever. And I'm playing the guy off into the left. That's by the crates. So that's gonna be fun. It's an artificer. Hey.
Artificer Warforged. Very interesting combination.
Yep.
So Mystic?
Yep. Hello everyone, I'm Mystic, and this go-round I'm going to be Ida. She is a half-elf warlock whose patron is a homebrew based off of the Nightmare Hurt from Hollow Knight, if anyone gets that reference.
Right.
You're gonna tell me sort the...
Stay.
Right.
I am Rake, and time around I will be playing as Dr. Mistral Breezehole, an air genocide storm sorceress.
And I am Woofy. I will be playing as Titus Axius Spiritus. He is a human fighter. And if you don't get the name reference, yes, he's kind of Roman.
Right. And we have Misery here, who is being played by Gunnar. He is currently out because his family, like 10 minutes before D&D, decided, hey, we're all going out for snow cones. And so he was like, okay, well, instead of joining the call, I'm going to be leaving, but I will be there soon.
So, I mean, typically family comes first. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Family comes first, I agree. It's just can be a little obnoxious when your family tells you, like, 10 minutes before something.
It's like, I've had this this is a thing I do every week. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are family issues when you just reject your whole family?
I said typically. I said that very intentionally. Some parents don't deserve to be parents.
On that one, but unfortunately, I still have them anyway. So, but anyway, I am Serene Inc. I am the DM and the person that has updated this campaign up to 5th edition. And the reason that we're updating to 5th edition is because none of us have any of the information of 1st edition AD&D anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. And so because none of us have it, none of us know how to play it anymore, it's been way too long since I played it. So I wouldn't even know where to begin with it. We're just doing 5th edition, and we're just going to update it and see how it goes. So,
I think 5th edition is generally simpler to understand. So.
Yeah, 5th edition is vastly simpler as well, so. But that said, so Pool of Radiance takes place in, I believe, it's somewhere around, I think, 1360 DR. I don't remember the exact time. I don't seem to have it listed here. So I don't see the exact year, but it's somewhere around 13 because some of the events listed in the story occurred in the year 1000, and it's been 300 years since then. So yeah, it's somewhere in the 1300s. Whereas I think current D&D is in like the 1500s, but I don't actually know. I actually tried to look it up today, but I couldn't find any information on it, so I couldn't.
I'm sure you could look at a few Mr. Rhett videos and find out.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere I can find out. I just couldn't find it from what I was looking at.
If I'm getting the name right, it's a YouTuber that does a bunch of like what the monster manual and stuff doesn't tell you, whatever.
Right.
And like he goes in depth, and I think he mentions years, at least in some time.
Right.
Hang on.
But it looks like Gunner is here. So that's neat. Hello. But anyway, sorry, I just realized I didn't have the spreadsheet, and I wanted to get that. Actually, I'll just use the old version because I just realized I have it. But anyway, so I guess you can do an introduction real quick if you want, Gunner. Assuming he heard that. Assuming I'm not ghosting.
You're not ghosting.
It was just my connection's just kind of iffy. Can you repeat that?
I said that if you want to, you can do like an introduction of your character and stuff.
I think everyone else did theirs.
Yeah, everybody else already did theirs, so.
I'll just introduce myself to everyone else, or are we on the podcast?
Podcast. We're doing podcast.
Okay. Well, I don't say anyone that's listening. I'm Gunner. I'm playing the homebrew race of Kuropoku, basically a minish art for the Shinto mythicism, Kuropoku. By the name of Misery. Yes, the name is supposed to be a joke.
Yep.
And he's a ranger.
Ranger. Alright. I think I've got everything I need at the moment. So, you guys are currently aboard a warship known as the Herald. It has been traveling for about a day from the city of Hillsfar and taking you across the Moon Sea over to the city of Flan.
Connection? My connection just dipped for a second.
Strange. But the city of Hillsfar, or the city of Flan, is an ancient city. Used to be one of the biggest trading posts on the, welcome back. It used to be one of the biggest trading posts on the Moon Sea up until it was attacked and sieged by a group of monsters. There have been a few attempts to retake the city since, but none that have been successful. However, you are part of the latest group to return to Flan to attempt to retake the city. The city is currently divided between the human forces of the council and the evil forces that hold a great deal of the city under their sway. The human territories of Flan are nestled behind a strong stockade of stone quarried from the ruins and trees lumbered from the quivering forest. A substantial city guard patrols the openings in the walls at all hours, always ready to repel any attacks by the old city's evil inhabitants. The buildings of rebuilt Flan are sturdy and utilitarian, with little of the splendor of the ancient past. The glories of the past shine through in an ancient column now used to support a stable's wooden roof, or a faded fresco overlooking an adventurer's tap room. The past is always with the inhabitants of Flan, reminding them of what once was and could yet be again. Natives of Flan are a mixed group, including descendants of the family of Valjevo's Day, and returnees who seek to reclaim lands and treasure lost to the Dragon Horde 50 years ago. The city is also filled with adventurers seeking new fortunes and traders hoping to reestablish the old trading lines. I mistyped that. Orcs and other generally evil humanoids are viewed with alarm within the city, though evil humans come and go with the ships. It is said that spies from the other cities of the Moon Sea make regular calls with the ships, overseeing the progress of the council in reestablishing the city. If the council is too successful, some say, then sabotage may be in order to prevent Flan from returning to its former power. Lands beyond the civilized stockade are wild ruins, controlled by whatever local faction or tribe holds that piece of land. Control lasts as long as the reach of control lasts only, whatever. I think I mistyped that too. Petty bands of orcs, goblins, and men vie for power, some lead by more sinister monsters. Much of Flan's ruined greatness can be found in the old city. The main sites include the forgotten riches of the wealthy old nobles' houses, Pottle Plaza, the center of the old trading district, and the old temple, now dedicated to the dark god Bane. Valjevo Castle has been refortified and is being used as a headquarters for one faction leader or another. Flan remains now as it has ever been, a city with the greatest of potentials. In the cycles of its rise and fall, legends have arisen before. In engineering New Flan's renaissance, new legends are sure to emerge. That's where you're currently at. Again, you're on board the warship, making your way to Flan, as it does sit on the edge of the Moon Sea and the Stagenau River. So.
It's ghosting.
Yep. I figured I was ghosting. It seems like whenever I do a big, long, thing, I end up ghosting.
Yeah.
The world does not want that exposition.
Well, at least we heard all of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can hear, I just can't hear you back is all, so.
I think it was because none of us were talking then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if she didn't hear me say neat, then she was ghosting.
Yeah, I didn't hear
I didn't
anybody
hear you say neat either.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it just didn't come through then. I don't know.
Well, okay.
Well, at least we know the situation.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot more that I could go over, but that's also why I sent that file earlier, because there's a lot to go over. We would spend half an hour just me reading the history of Falan to get you guys, caught up on what's currently going on.
The basic synopsis, here it is.
Right.
Meanwhile, there's me over in the corner over here, dormant.
Yep.
Almost looked like a black statue.
That said, the warship, you can see has several people guarding it. It is a very heavily fortified ship. There's a good many different cannons and things like that on the boat. The captain is on the boat somewhere. I have no idea where, just because, this is just a rough estimate of what the boat looks like. So it's not the actual, boat
Probably
itself.
in its captain quarters.
Yeah, he's probably somewhere. But you are beginning to reach the city of Falan. Out in the distance, you can, off on the horizon, you can see the city, or I should say the ruins of the city. So. But yeah, if anybody wants to interact or do anything before the boat arrives, now is your chance.
I mean,
So,
the problem with me right now is that until someone actually approaches, dormant.
right.
Yeah, Titus just kind of standing at the front of the ship and looking off at the city.
Right. Well, I mean, what is anybody else doing on the boat right now?
Carl is going through some old textbooks.
Soup.
Alright.
I have a feeling Kita would most likely be going about from person to person, seeing what everyone's doing just out of curiosity.
Right. Well, the boat is full of other adventurers. Speaking with a few of them, a lot of them are, talking about the different things that they're excited to see. Some of them mention that they want to see the castle, Voljevo castle itself, where the Voljevo princes ruled from long ago. Some of them are just excited to fight monsters. Some of them are they're the snootier. I don't want to say snobs, but they're the kind of people that are like, we are these, band of great adventurers. We've done many things. We will easily conquer this place, kind of thing.
The cocky people that you hate.
Yes, cocky. That's what I was looking for. Several of them are really cocky. There are a great number of different races here, ranging from, your human, your dwarf, your elf, and a number of other races too, of course. But those are the classic races that you usually see wandering around, Faerun. So.
Oh. So excited.
Oh, I think I have something I could control right now.
Okay.
If anyone looks, they can see someone with a musketeers and a tail having honest to God argument with a seagull.
Oh God.
That's funny.
I'm curious, Mystic. Does Kita approach the thing that seems to look like a statue when she's going around talking to people?
Wait, yes. The answer is most definitely yes.
So as you approach the statue, it seems very dormant at first. It seems like a normal statue until you get close to it. Blue lines seem to light up from where its core would be and seem to go across the person, revealing that almost in like veiny or vein-like patterns as its eyes turn blue and it kind of just slowly wakes up.
Give me a second, people are knocking.
Yes.
There's actually 2 left.
Cool. Alright.
So you got a person that fights with seagulls, we've got a robot, we've got Kita, we've got a doctor, and we've got a human fighter.
Human fighter, yep.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back.
Now I need to kick the stream back up on my phone because someone came home and took the laptop.
Okay.
Rip.
But yeah, Kita, upon just seeing the blue lights light up on what first thought was a statue, would naturally take a step back before just kind of meandering forward out of curiosity.
Eventually, the quote-unquote statue kind of
Also, apologies for, background noise. Unfortunately, that will almost always be there. Also, I may have started ghosting because Adam was saying something and now I hear nothing.
I forgot to roll his height. Roll his height.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hear any background noise coming from you, Serene.
Yeah. Well, I was also saying that to the stream and stuff because I can definitely tell that it's there in the through the headset here. So.
How tall is Kita?
Just shy above 4 foot.
Okay, so regardless, I'd probably be looking down because my base height's 5'10".
Yeah.
But
Warforged are tall.
yeah, and it looks like I'm going to be 6'5". Based on what I just rolled.
Oh God, you're towering.
Probably the tallest one here.
So it just looks down. Who are you?
Oh, give me a second. Other people are knocking.
Yeah, he's tallest.
Funny that I'm using the World Time character when my other one was taller.
Right.
Quick question.
It was a Minotaur, so.
Other than the obvious Warforged that can't have a jitter, am I the only male in the party?
No, Mystery is a guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I couldn't remember if he was or not.
It's been forever since I've used them.
Right.
Yeah, Warforged don't. I mean, they can adopt one or the other if they chose to, but this guy's definitely not going to. Or this thing is going to be fun.
Peace in this house.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Yep, I'm back.
So many interruptions at such inconvenient times.
Yeah, I understand that. Such is the joy of life.
Tell me about it.
I'm fully expecting at some point my grandparents to get back at some point during this. So that's going to be fun.
But yeah, in response to the question, because I did manage to hear it, Kita would just kind of tilt their masthead a little bit and just say in response, I'm Kita, but if you want to call me Grimkin instead, that's fine too. Who are you?
Grimkin. As for me, I don't quite have a name. Whatever you wish to call me, you may do so.
Kita's just kind of like kind of doing like a semicircle motion, just kind of thinking about it.
She names him a robot.
He's a brute.
I forgot about Hook. The movie Hook. Where Peter...
I've never been good at names.
What's his face? The scientist who invented flubber.
I mean, if you're generally having trouble with thinking of a name, I can toss out one that is very obvious.
Yeah, I mean, you could. But I think Kita's going to first kind of make the comment, you kind of remind me of Brum, but I don't think I can call you Brum. I don't think Brum would like that.
Hold up. Did you say Brahm?
Brum.
Brum.
Brum. B-R-U-M-M.
Oh, okay.
Brum.
So not Brahm. You know.
Not Brum. I wish I could make that reference. I wish Kita could make that reference.
Brahm, he's with us again.
He's with us again.
Right.
I was thinking wrong from League of Legends for a good moment.
Anyways, that name you were going to throw out, Andrew?
It's based on his color, onyx. Since onyx is can be referred to as black.
Ooh.
Right.
And I imagine I imagine Keita would know what an onyx rock is, so...
I would hope so as well. And me and browser encountered error while decoding the video.
Mm-hmm.
Reloading it. Well, yeah, those blue lights, but kind of mostly black, so... what about Onyx? Do you like that?
Onyx will do just fine, I guess. Its name change to...
Onyx.
What are you here for, Onyx?
Where are we?
You don't know?
I've been asleep for a very long time.
Oh. Well, I mean, we're all kind of heading to this city to help retake it from monsters, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of here for my own reasons.
I see. And maybe that is why I was left here.
Maybe.
Though there appears to be a critical error in my system. I appear to be running at only 5% capacity.
I don't think I can help with that.
Further diagnosis will be required. It seemed like it was almost talking to itself at that point. And yes, 5% is technically one level of 20 out of 100. Whether or not he's incorrectly thinking his max potential is his full potential, or he's really degraded a lot, doesn't matter.
Right.
Unless it becomes relevant to the plot.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. As you're all sitting here, chatting, doing your own things, the worship, the herald, begins to arrive at what has been dubbed New Flan. Just by, the local people and things like that. The civilized area of New Flan is not a very big place. Mostly it's that description that I mentioned earlier where, parts of the ruin have been taken, refurbished into buildings. A lot of them do seem to be made of wood. Most of them seem to be recently constructed. In fact, none of the buildings in this area seem to be much older than about a year. The only exception to this is the big structure that you can see in the center of the civilized area. Seems to be made out of what appears to be marble It has pillars that have been fashioned into intricate shapes to draw attention to it and make it stand out. As the ship docks at one of the many docks here, people begin, stepping off of the boat. You are greeted by a tall man. He's got fairly big, burly arms. He's dressed in a pretty standard outfit. But he greets each person as they get off of the boat. He mentions his name is Rolf and that he is the dock master. He mentions that if anybody wishes to take any boats around the coastline, to come to him. However, when somebody asks about taking a boat up the Barren River, Rolf speaks up and says, "There ain't no point in trying to row up the river, lubber. 'Tis poison, sure, through and through. Why'd eat your planking right out for sure it would. It's the most unnatural fouling, I'll warrant you." Looking out at the Stagenau River, known as the Barren River, you can see that up until the water reaches the civilized area, a lot of the river's water here is dark, murky, almost black and disgusting looking. As it kind of reaches the edge of the city, it starts to kind of disperse out, and kind of just kind of goes into the normal color of water. So,
Jeez. It's like the Rolling Stones make their home here.
Does that mean it's made of stone or acid? I don't know why I just said stone.
Stone.
Ugh, that must be hard for the wildlife.
Well, I mean, looking out at the land around you, most of the land that's outside of the walled city is completely dead and barren. Chances that anything, wildlife included, are living is probably very slim, honestly. Oh.
That's unfortunate, but let's go on.
Indeed. Well, I mean, you are in the city itself now. I'm just trying to see if I can find something, but I'm not seeing it. Wonder if it would be somewhere else. Oh yeah, probably. Because this is for something much older. It's probably in... I'm just on the Spriter's resource, looking to see if they have any of the maps or anything for Pool of Radiance or anything, which I'm not seeing. But I think I can grab this one. This one I think will work.
Get the feeling at some point, maybe not necessarily early on, but at some point through this campaign, might test what the water is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got brewers and I'm eventually going to get alchemy.
You go right ahead with your happy self.
Right.
I'm not touching it.
Knock yourself out, mate.
It's called dipping a vial in, dipping it out, not touching. Plus metal arms or metal hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right. I mean,
But I don't think I want to do it now. I think I want to wait till he has better or is higher working level.
right. I mean, it's ultimately up.
Mainly because I don't think I have all the supplies for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because alchemy supplies, 50 gold. Really?
Yeah.
Begu.
What can you do, you
I'm
know?
gonna have to get it by level 3 at least. That's gonna be fun.
But I do have a map here. It's a little smaller than I thought it was, but there is a map here of the land around Flan. If you look at it way down here at the very bottom, this section, like this small area here, that is where Flan is itself. The rest is this area around Flan. And as you can see, everything here between Flan all the way up to Lake Kuto is all gray, decrepit, and nasty looking. That's just how, like, widely spread this poisonous, polluted river is. All of that land all around is just completely dead and barren. So
I love the fact that my internet's being it's decided to. I've had to, for whatever reason, turning the internet off and on the computer fixes it. And I've had to do that twice already.
Wow. Anna?
So I may cut out eventually for every so often.
Right. But you guys are in the civilized area now. You can see the again, several buildings that look fairly new. The one building that doesn't look new, that's made out of marble. You can also see what looks like a garden or a park of some kind. The docks and the gigantic wall that separates the civilized area from the rest of Flan, you know, basically separates you from the monsters. So,
Guess we'll head towards. Do we know where, like, were we given the information as to where to meet up once we got off the docks to get, like, job requests and stuff?
You do know that if you wish to, get jobs, help out, etc., the Council of Flan is where you can get said work. And if you were to ask somebody, they would point you to the big marble building.
Okay. Titus will begin heading over there.
Alrighty. Well, when you arrive at the council building, you can see a board next to the building that has a few proclamations on it, listing off different things that the council is looking into. I can read off a couple of those if you would be interested.
Mm-hmm.
So, proclamation number 59. Be it known that the council is interested in reclaiming the remaining blocks of Newfoundland. To reclaim said blocks, they must be first cleared of monsters, vermin, and other uncivilized inhabitants. To this end, the council is offering a reward to any person or group who is responsible for clearing any block of the old city. Proclamation 64. Be it known that the council is interested in acquiring information as to the disposition of various formerly living entities rumored to be harassing innocent citizens in the vicinity of Valhingen Graveyard. A reward is offered to any person who shall travel to said graveyard and return an eyewitness account. Number 78. Be it known that the council is offering a reward to any person or persons who can provide information as to the disposition of several council agents who have been sent to investigate the unseemly happenings in the vicinity of Valhingen Graveyard. And finally, Proclamation 101. Be it known that the council, knowing that commerce is the lifeblood of Newfoundland, has decreed that Sokol Keep is to be cleared of all unlawful inhabitants. A reward is offered to the person or persons who successfully carry out this commission. All interested in applying for said commission shall present themselves to the clerk of the council. Those are what is up.
Cool. Okay. I guess noticing that, is there a guild house or something around Newfoundland where meet up with adventurers and stuff and form groups?
Yeah.
Okay, I assume, like, we didn't come here already a group, more
Right.
so. So, yeah, Titus is just gonna head there and see what's up.
You know, the thing, I feel like this entire time, Onyx has just been near Kedra, or Kida.
If he wasn't, I feel like Keita would just be kind of like just tracking Onyx around because new friend.
Right.
Mm.
Give me a second, and I can actually grab the proclamations from the manual and post them right on Map Tools for people to see as well. So, but yes, there is a guild hall. It is where you can go to meet various adventurers. It's where you can go to level up when you reach certain levels of experience, and that sort of thing.
Well, reckon I better get be funding somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. would do the same.
I spelled that wrong. That's fine. Okay, I was ghosting, so I didn't hear. Say again?
Mr. would head to the guild house.
Heading to the guild house. Okay.
Kate, after walking around a little bit, would just kind of, after checking everything, would just kind of sigh and just kind of shift in place, just kind of thinking aloud.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was supposed to check it out, but this place does kind of dangerous. Hey, Alma, so you think we should go get more friends?
If that is what you desire. My two primary functions are to take arms and heal.
Oh. Okay, let's go then. Jim.
Hey. So there are.
He does have a third secondary function, but.
Mm-hmm. So there's, you can see I made a couple spelling errors. But there's the proclamations that you guys read on the council building. So, 64, 59, here, let me put them actually in order. 59, 64, 78, 101. There you go. Left to right, top to bottom. But yeah, those are the proclamations there. So you're heading off to the guild house. Let's see. Well, the guild house is a decent sized building. There is, there's there are a couple of people in there working. You can see, different different people that you assume to be trainers. Helping to train other people. There is a place where there is somebody sitting at a desk where you can sign up as a group or things like that. Create your own little groups and things. So.
Well, as Titus will go start asking around, seeing who would want to join a group.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Well, who's he asking first?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's see. Okay.
Yes. Just a second, I'm being called. Be right back.
Alright.
Okay, so he just kind of starts walking around and ends up walking up to Dr. Mistral and be like, "Hello, madame. Would you care so to join me in, taking care of the issues this city has?"
Well, Good day to you too, bloke. Yeah. I suppose it'd be a good idea for us to work together.
Exactly what is your specialty, by the way? I see you're probably not built for much close quarters combat.
Oh, perhaps not, but I can certainly hold myself in a scrap. I do have a bit of storm sorcery at my disposal.
Magic. Never cared for it, nor was I any talented at it, but it's helpful in situations, I will say, so glad to have someone that can actually back me up.
Well, glad to be of assistance. Mistral Breezeholm, at your service.
Name's Titus Axius Spiritus.
Ah, you're one of them fancy blokes. Alright then.
I could see the name is probably very different from what you're used to. Anyways, have you...
I'm an archaeologist. I'm used to dealing with such foreign things.
I see. Have you met anyone else that would be willing to join?
Well, I did spy Lil Sheila and a really tall metallic robot.
One of those Warforged, I think they're called.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, probably can handle itself. Not sure if a little kid being around be very helpful, but she came on the ship, so she has her own agenda. Guess we should go ask him.
Sounds like a good idea. Besides, looks can be deceiving.
True. Been a fair number of fights where I've underestimated the enemy, care to say. So, I guess Titus will walk over to Onyx and Kita and just kind of stare at them both for a second, puzzled by the... almost holding back somewhat of a smile at the height difference.
Mistral would have joined, and she would say, "Crikey, you're big in person."
Life forms detected. As kind of turns over to you.
Hello.
Hello there. Is this one your guardian?
No, I met him about 15 minutes ago.
Oh. So who let you, off by yourself?
Oh, well, funny story that, my, troop master sent me on a bit of a quest on my own.
By yourself? And you're so small.
Well, how do you know I'm capable? I think.
Hey, I'm good, I think.
Well, I won't judge, but if you need assistance in a fight, I can defend you if you are willing to join us.
Oh, she's actually looking for people, actually.
So it's myself and Dr. Mistral here.
My name's
Finally,
Tina.
someone uses the correct title.
Anyways, my name's Kita, and, well, I mean, if you want to call me Grimkin instead, that's fine too.
Kita's easier and less kind of depressing.
What do you mean?
I mean, never mind. Anyways, is the Warforged with you?
I think so. I mean, I've been kind of... Oh, I forgot to ask, didn't I?
Now, would it be willing to join us too? If it can make such a decision?
It would look over to you. I am quite capable of making such a decision. My primary functions, my two primary functions are to aid in defense and to heal, with a secondary function being dedicated to improve.
Well, not gonna question how that healing works, but
unfortunately, he can't show it off if you're not hurt. So,
I don't think I really want to know. Wake up with like a prosthetic limb. I had a minor scrape.
I mean, don't worry, it's not. Don't worry, it's not BV. She's not just going to strip. They're going to just strip that.
No, it's like, but there's a major infection that's spread across almost your entire body and whatnot. And why is the rest of my body normal? Magic.
Next scene.
like you can just magically heal all of it, except the arm.
Next thing you know, you look like Ryder from Metal Gear.
Well, if you're willing, I assume we probably will need someone who can at least do a little bit of healing. Dr. Mistral, do you have any?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, not exactly sure what the kid's specialty is, but probably not.
We'll certainly find out, won't we?
Yeah. True. If they're going to join us, we're definitely going to be fighting, that's for sure. But, so you two are joining us now. Did you two meet anyone else?
Well...
There have been several people on the boat that I have not interacted with.
Well, I mean, there was that one guy that was arguing with the seagull. He seemed kind of fun.
Great. Lead the way.
And Mystery's just kind of looking at the job board right now. With a rat on his shoulder of all things.
How tall is Misery?
He's short. Right now since he's only at medium, since he just went up to his medium size, now he's only like 4 foot. At tallest, he's only like 4'6".
So I'm almost 2 feet taller.
I think I might be the closest one at 5'10". Possibly.
True. Mistral's at 5'8", so that's true.
And speaking of Mystery, he's there at the job board with his signature ladybug hat on.
Excuse me. Were you the one arguing with the living bird?
With the seagull? Yes.
Mystery kind of just turns around, just casually feeding the rat on his shoulder cracker. Yeah, that was me.
Kita enthusiastically waves.
Yeah, that was me. Why did you need something?
Well, we reckon a bloke like you could help us in our adventures.
Well, as I like to say, I'm Misery, by the way.
Misery.
Be right back. Got a phone call. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So we have the one that talks to birds, a masked child.
Animals in general, actually. And be right back.
Actually, technically, it's every animal, but
Yeah, we have.
I like how he stopped for just that and then went away.
Yeah. We have the man that talks to animals, the child that has a mask, the warforged that is surprisingly very robotic, and the doctor that's Australian.
I feel like Onyx is going to get like less and less robot-y over time.
yeah, that's the goal of it.
And I am the man with the Roman name. Okay. This
Puppy dogs. Puppy.
surprisingly
Puppy.
not the strangest party.
Not so straight.
I remember the first time we ran through this with you, Serene. And oh my god, the amount of dragons we had.
Yeah.
Like, we had the party, and it was like, what, 5 of us? Or something like that?
I think there was 5 of us, and two people
dragons
were Dragonborn, and 2 people were that Dragon-bound class.
Yeah.
So,
I was a
4 out of 5 people were all dragon-related in some way.
I remember I was a dragon bound and like the only human in the party.
Right. Yep.
Oh, I really enjoyed this campaign, even though we kind of stopped right in the middle.
Yeah.
Ish.
The Pool of Radiance is good. Curse of the Azure Bonds is good, but not. I feel like it's not as good. But Secret of the Silver Blades, the 3rd and final one, is probably my favorite of them. So hopefully we can get there, because I think you guys would like that one the best. But, yeah. Well, since you formed your group, do you want to head off to the council? And, get your mission? Or missions, rather. I might be ghosting, or people are just quiet.
Hello.
Hello. That was a ghost.
You were ghosting.
I was asking if we had to come up with a group name.
You will be asked for a group name, yes.
Oh, crap. Well, better decide now.
Well, whatever anyone does, don't let Kita make the name.
Oh, no.
At least you don't have to worry about Onyx's input, because he was like, the child named me.
The child named me.
Right.
Screw it, we can be called the Onyx Company. How about that?
Onyx Company. Alright. The Onyx Company it is. Alright.
That works.
Meanwhile, Onyx. What?
I think
got his
that's
name.
the best part. I honestly think that's the best part. We just name it after our resident Warforged. Warforged had no part of this.
Right.
And the Warforged just got his name that morning.
Right.
It's perfect.
From a child.
I'm a child.
The child.
That probably has some mental issues.
Child does not have mental issues aside from, well, we'll get to that
Warlock.
later.
Right.
Warlock.
obvious magical reasons.
Right. But yeah. Off to the council.
Yeah. By the way, I want to ask, Mystic, what patron do you have, if you don't mind sharing?
Homebrew. It's homebrew
Okay.
patron.
Okay, I was just wondering. I can imagine a little kid with like a great old one patron just going absolutely insane.
You can't. No, it'll get even fire if it's just like it's just like go insane from the knowledge I give you, child. Innocence protect.
Is Onyx is it like more of a melee fighter or more ranged?
He's an artificer. So
I mean, it can go both ways, depending on which way you go with it.
Right.
he is probably going to focus, especially in the first level, on range or melee, because he has a spear and he has a Yakula.
Okay.
Both can be thrown, but until I get the ability to recall it with infusion, probably not going to throw it much.
Okay. I was just curious if I was the only truly dedicated melee party member.
I mean, I do have a bow or crossbow with 20 bolts if need be.
Right.
I have 4 javelins. Make me even more like a Roman soldier. I have javelins, a shield, and a sword.
Nice.
Eventually, I can give you an item that just lets you store a bunch of javelins.
The only thing you're missing is a chariot.
Right. Oops.
Just give one of those spears returning.
I have proficiency in land vehicles. So
right.
Take it as you will.
I don't think Smith tools can make a chariot though. Unfortunately.
Nah.
So I can't make it.
Right.
Yeah. Off to
the
council.
building? Alright. You welcome back. You arrive. Well, I mean, technically you're already there because it's where you met Misery. But you walk up to the doors of the council building and open them up. You are able to immediately take notice of several doors that lead into the rooms of what you assume to be various council members. In the main room, in the center, you notice a set of guards. At one side, you see a clerk sitting behind a desk with a quill and ink. She's currently signing papers and proclamations. As you enter, though, she looks up at you. And let me get something that I can put out here.
I guess one thing to note, because it is really relevant, I have scale mail, so the clanking is a thing.
Clicky clacky. The clicky clacky of the armor.
Clicky clacky. Yep.
And again, it probably just looks like it's like part of my body.
It is.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
So I do technically have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
That's fun.
Makes sense.
It's okay. I do too. I have chainmail armor. It's okay.
Like, I originally went to go to the studded leather because it's like, oh, I want to have full bonus for my dex. Looks at dex. 14. You know what? I only have max of 2 anyway.
Hold on. I just remember the bad times we had in this campaign with the rogues.
Hey,
yeah.
this time,
The rogues.
hey, this time nobody attacks the attacks the big bad.
Oh.
I mean, I do have thieves' tools, but I think that's more because of the tinkering aspect.
Right.
Yeah. I believe you can from the newer artificer class from Eberron.
I have the one pulled up from 5e tool.
Yeah, that's the one then.
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
I believe I'm not sure if it's at level 1 or like level 2 or 3, but I believe you can make a set like of any type of tools.
I think so.
I'll check.
But so the clerk is a stunningly beautiful woman.
Oh, remember those times too. Remember those times too.
She is dressed in a long blue dress robe type thing. She has a white cloak that kind of goes over her back and clips on the front with a small little gem. She also has a white band around her waist. She has bright red hair that's kind of long down to about her waist, and green eyes. As you enter, she looks up at you and says, well, hello. My name is Sasha Ilanov. I am the clerk for the council. Is there something I can do for you?
Hi.
Well, madam, we would like to form a party with everyone here.
She smiles and says, good. So you're here to help with the different things that the council needs.
Yes.
You see her rifle through some papers before handing you a 10-sheet document. She smiles and says, if you would just fill these out with the information for your group, we will get you sorted and ready to start.
I assume just in the common language.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I think I actually have a language I haven't picked out yet. Because I have no idea what language this guy would know.
Right.
So.
This kid knows a few too many languages.
I know one additional.
Yeah, same with me. I might just leave it to have Serene choose whenever it's relevant. But, meh.
Well, so anyone want to fill this out, or would you like me to fill it out?
I'll fill one out.
Okay.
Might as well.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Kita, was it? Dude, can you... I assume you can write.
Yep.
Okay. Well then. Guess we just start filling out.
Right.
Okay.
Alright. You fill out all the paperwork, and hand it all in once you're done. Sasha takes a moment to look it all over.
Now I want to know what all had to be put down on this paperwork.
I mean, I find it interesting that no one asked the robot for probably good reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
As she looks over the paperwork, she looks up at you and says, "So you're calling your group the Onyx Company, then?"
Just cue Onyx looking over, curious.
Sure. If everyone's still in agreement.
I won't argue with it.
Kita's just giggling a little bit.
Misery, you're good? Might be gone.
That or Gunner's muted. Maybe didn't hear you.
Maybe.
I mean, did he get back from the last time he went? Oh no, he's done. He might just have Mike muted.
I gotta go to the grocery store. Alright. Alright. You see Sasha sign a couple of the papers, and then she files them away.
That was Gunner leaving.
Oh, that was Gunner leaving. Okay. She smiles, files them away, and says, "Well then." She says, "Well, I suppose you're all set then. What task would you like to take on? At the moment, we are looking for somebody to work in retaking the slums. We're also looking for information about Valhingen Graveyard. And as well, we're looking for somebody to travel to Sokol Keep, the small island just to the south of the city."
What do you think, everyone? Should we just try and retake the neighboring blocks, the cities first?
We might as well.
Unless anyone wants to actually go to the graveyard that's above 5 foot. Because I assume Kita probably wants to go to the graveyard.
I'm back. I got charger.
Oh, you're back.
We're deciding on which task to do.
Yep.
And it's assumed that Kita wants to go to the graveyard.
It's assumed.
She just gives off that vibe.
Right.
She just gives off that. I mean, the bad part is that when I was considering it, when all the quests were being read out, that was exactly my first thought too.
But yeah, there is the keep, there is the slums, and there is the graveyard. So
We may want to start with the graveyard. Or not the graveyard, the slums, yeah.
Aww.
If the information I
Don't
have
worry,
is,
Sheila. We'll get there eventually. So
if the information,
I'd be interested in finding some of those uncracked tombs.
if information serves me correctly, then the surrounding area would possibly now I gotta think of how to word this. Cause problems if and when we should travel to the graveyard. Because I believe it's the graveyard's on the other side of the river, right?
Graveyard's like right here.
Graveyard
Right.
is this big pink area on the other side of the river. Yep.
Not to mention, we'd have to because I'm pretty sure this is also the poison stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the river here does have poison, so
Not to mention, we would need to wait for something to get us across the river.
That is true. So, slums it is.
Alright.
We'll go to the graveyard eventually, I promise.
I think artificers can get something that does that, but I don't know it out of my head.
I don't know. Alright. Hi, kitty. Yeah. So you guys get yourselves ready and you march through the civilized area up to the wall, and after showing your identification that I forgot to mention that Sasha gives you to signify that you're working for the council, the guards let you on through. The guards do, as you're getting ready to walk through, inform you to be wary. The gates close at sunset. If you are still in the slums come nighttime, you will have no way of getting back in until the next day. So
Ooh, boating.
And I don't see any item that grants flight, so.
But yeah, so into the slums, I suppose, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get cracking.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Alright, let's begin the show.
So, before you head out to the slums, Sasha will let you know, the slums are a horrible place with all sorts of scum and villainy. The monsters there have no leaders and do as they please. They have ransacked and destroyed all of the houses in the area and have set up small homes throughout. And, I mean, that's about all that she can let you know. So, with that, you pass on into the slums. One big thing, is that there is a day and night and all that in this campaign, that I will be keeping track of. There's also, it's not a time limit, but there is there are timed events, so I will also be keeping track of the amount of days that you guys have been here. So, but with that said, so I have no idea what that's supposed to say. The slums, the slums are, all of the buildings in the slums are heavily damaged. Many of them have been torn down at this point. The slums, or Old City as they're sometimes referred to as, is roughly about the same size as the civilized area. And I guess at this point, you guys just begin to wander about. Let's see. Why don't I have one or multiple of you, however you guys want to do it. Roll. What do I want you to roll? Go ahead and give me a perception check around the area.
One of us, you said?
One or multiple, if multiple of you want to.
Sure.
So, I was thinking something else, but then I decided not to do that. So yeah, whoever
I happen
wants
to
to
have
roll
a black and blue die.
can roll perception.
Starting off strong.
Starting off strong with Nate. Good.
Gonna be a 15.
15. Okay, that's better.
And then for me, my perception is... So that's 19.
19.
Synthetic 20.
20. Nice. Alright. Let me just get...
Of course, the child's more observant than the robot. Makes sense.
Right?
They see all the things.
Sure seems like that a lot. That's for sure. Seems like kids just see all of the things all of the time. Let me just go ahead and lay down some relative pathing here. Wasn't quite what I was wanting, but it'll work well enough. You guys can sort yourselves out thusly.
But that's
as
not...
I'm
definitely...
Which way are we traveling?
At the moment you're traveling to the west. So
To the
you would
west.
technically be on this side.
Okay.
On this side facing this way. Whoa.
Just all surrounding the child.
Oh, she showed
Protect
me.
child.
Just gonna put some random structures down here. These are vastly bigger than I assumed they would be.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sounds so good and great. Like, I hope it all came.
Mm-hmm.
That is vastly smaller than I thought it would be. Do I really just not have anything that works well as whatever, I guess?
Can't you resize it?
Not easily. I mean, I can, but not the easiest. Let's see. How big is this whole area in general? Technically half the size of the slopes. It's not a very big, not supposed to be a very big place. I might make it technically bigger. Do. Do I have anything better? I guess I can, whoops.
You broke it.
Yeah, I broke it for a second there, but it's good now. Do the thing. Thank you. I'll put that one up there in that corner. There we go. That'll work well enough. I'll put you guys here. And go ahead and give me some initiative rolls, as we haven't done that yet.
Well then. The rock Pokemon or the Onyx Pokemon from Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Actual animal, not Onyx, the Pokemon.
Right.
So I'm starting off really strong with a 5.
Meanwhile, Mistral's got a 19.
19. Okay. Gunner's not here, so let me pull Misery out. So what's Kita's initiative? 16? Did you say 16?
Yeah.
Okay. I started to hear it, and I think I ghosted because all of a sudden everything cut out for a moment.
Oof.
So, alright. So we've got 19, a 16, an 11, and a 5. Sounds like a great first set of numbers here. Sounds fantastic.
At least one of us should go first.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than all of us rolling like 5s.
Right. So you begin wandering about, and this is when I realized that I never actually opened up 5e tools so that I could get monsters. Just give me just a second to get that loaded up, because it always takes it a moment to actually load. Don't know why, but always takes a moment to load the site.
And it always loads the ads.
The what?
It said it always loads the ads first.
Yep. Always loads all the ads first. That it do. That it do. Do. So, as you are wandering, you come upon a group of
Oh, why am I remembering everything that happened the last time we were on this? We had a kobold army.
So, you find a band of kobolds, all kind of gathered around one winged kobold. They seem to be, they kind of look like they're mocking it and, messing around with it and things like that. But upon hearing your footsteps and the clang of a couple of your pieces of armor there, the kobolds are very quick to gather themselves up and turn their attention to you.
What's the normal intelligence of a kobold?
Pretty low.
I mean, I just want to say something, but if as kind of a joke.
Normal intelligence of a kobold is pretty low.
So it's in the negatives?
Yeah, their modifier would be in the negatives.
So as Onyx sees the kobolds, like, intelligent life detected, though intelligence may be debatable.
Right.
I'm gonna guess not friendly.
They do appear to be hostile.
Oh, okay.
You see them draw. You see most of them draw. They quickly draw out a set of slings, and begin to take aim at you. Mistral is up first.
All right. Let's see. All right, so she is going to go up to here.
I don't like this background.
Then she is going to go ahead and cast. All right. So she's going to go ahead and cast Witch Bolt on Kobold 2.
Witch bolt. All right. I assume that's just an attack or
It's a ranged spell attack,
range spell attack. Okay.
so I got to roll.
Okay.
It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15 will hit. That looks better. The other one was kind of an eyesore, in my opinion.
It was really kind of hard to see the token.
Yeah. That's why I decided to change it, so.
Nice. Max damage. It's going to take 12 lightning.
Ouch. And which one were you aiming at again?
Kobold 2.
Kobold 2. Yeah, he down. They don't even have 12 hit points.
Alright, in that case, she's going to use her bonus action to, yeah, in that case, she's going to use her bonus action to use her, tempestuous magic ability to fly up to 10 feet.
Okay.
About here.
Oh. It didn't move you, it looks like.
It moved on.
There? Or... Ow. That was what... Ow! Okay, I must have been seeing it backwards. I think I saw her original position and thought that's where she was moving to. So, anyway, I believe is that it for Mistral?
Yeah, that'll be your turn.
Okay. And Kita.
Alright, wow, I like how as soon as it gets to my turn, the stream bugs out on me. Big
well, the nearest kobold is 55 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kita's most likely going to go ahead and target that one, and she will just kind of outstretch her hand from her cloak, and a scarlet flame in the shape of a bat streaks towards it in an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That is going to be a Sin 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 7 damage.
And it's down. Alright. Anything else?
No, that'll be it for now.
Alright. Kobolds. Let's see.
I did notice one thing. One of the ships looked like a shark.
Kobold 4 is going to... Oh wait, she's in the air, isn't she?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, Kobold 4 is going to pull back its sling and fire. That's a miss. I don't even have to ask if that's a miss. That's definitely a miss. This one will move up 30 feet. And then, using its sling, it's going to shoot at Titus. Ooh, that's a 22 to hit.
Jesus, alright. Well then. That hits.
Yeah, that was honestly almost a crit. So, and max damage of 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That thing really had it out for you there.
I guess so. I don't know if I have anything.
This one's gonna move up here.
No.
So that is a crit on Mistral with the sling.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, and of course I roll. Oh no, I rolled decent. 7 damage.
Ouch. She's down to 1.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is low level after all. This one will move up here, and I guess just because Mistral's closest, go. Okay. So that one draws its bow back and fires, and the rock that it shoots goes flying way off to the side. You can hear one of the other kobolds kind of yip and howl at it. That was a nat one.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Titus. Muted? Or am I ghosted?
No, my mic was messing up. Alright. So, I run up to Kobold 3 and I proceed to smack him with my longsword.
Okay.
And so there's that.
And 19 is a hit. And he's dead.
I had it out for him. Well, I guess I don't need to use my any of my bonus actions.
Right.
Alright. Well.
I mean, they are kobolds. They don't exactly have a lot of health.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. That will be my turn.
Alright. And the Urdu, aka Winged Kobold. I think it's Urdu anyway. I do remember that Winged Kobolds have a special name and are not generally liked by other kobolds.
It's just Erd.
Erd, okay. So it is going to expand its wings and start flying. It's gonna fly up to about here, and then while in the air, it is going to drop a rock on Titus there. And that is a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Bounces
Rock
off
comes
my
down,
shield.
you just kind of deflect it with your shield. Onyx.
Let's see, how far is... Well, I guess if the doctor is flying, I can touch her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't cure wounds. Interesting. It's like, oh, I'll just heal like I'm supposed to. Oh, wait, it's range of touch.
Right, range of touch.
None of those is useful. And at least I have Spare the Dying, so I can make you stable if you go down.
Right.
So let's see, I guess... What is the distance between 50, 55, and then...
And this one's in the air, but...
Right. How... I mean, what did I do with the things? I think what I'm going to do, if I remember range right, sphere is 26. So, see how close can I get in the? I can get here, which means I am. Would you look at that? Exactly 20 feet away from each.
Neat.
So I don't have to worry about any penalties for rolling further.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess run up, grabbing the spear that I have, and wanna chuck it at eeny, meeny, miny, kobold 5.
Okay.
And that's going to be 11 plus
64.
the 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
And New Super Mario
Yep.
World
Yep, that's it.
for the
Nice.
second
And
damage.
spear thrown is the normal damage of 1d6, I do believe.
Yeah.
So,
Ever. Behold, the most powerful Mario ever.
nice.
It's Koala Mario.
And max damage. So, 8 damage.
8 damage. Kobold 5 is down.
Just landed it right in his head.
Yep.
I guess to end off the turn, I will turn to the doctor and say, if you come down, I can heal you.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And Mistral.
Alright. Yeah. By that point, Mistral would have landed.
Okay.
She will move here. And she will go ahead and cast Witch Bolt on the winged kobold.
Okay.
Alright, that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, for 11 lightning damage this time.
11 lightning damage. It is down. Very good.
Alright, and she will use her tempestuous magic to move to roughly...
Alright.
try to get out of the fry.
Right. Alright. Kita.
Alright. Jeez. Well, I guess, she'd probably move up a little and, and basically just get on that same, the same, horizontal axis as the, kobolds remaining and cast, Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
That is a 1d3 to hit.
Yep.
Or 7.
And it's down. Not bad. Not bad at all.
And I'll have to pass it on.
Alright. The last kobold remaining is going to fire from its slingshot. That's going to be a 16 to hit Kita.
Let me go to my... yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. 4 damage. And then... it's gonna try to book it, basically. It's gonna run 30 feet. And Titus.
Let's see here. You said 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move up 30, grabbing a javelin, and I'm gonna throw it. Pointless. And this is with disadvantage because of range.
Okay.
So 9.
9. That is not a hit, unfortunately.
Damn.
I guess you could say it was 9 a hit.
9 a hit. I was just about to make that joke. Onyx.
Well, I did say I would heal, so heal I will do.
Okay.
The right hand. One of the injured areas as it kind of glows a deep dark mystical blue or whatever, And I believe Cure Wounds is a D8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, D8.
D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yep.
So that is 9. You are healed 9 HP.
Shit.
Alright, back to full health.
Back to full health. Nice.
And I guess, since it seems like we're not going to let them get away, gonna... Well, where was the kobold that I threw my spear at, actually?
It was here.
Okay, then... Ironically, that's exactly where I can go, so go over there and... I don't think I can grab it on my turn yet, but I can grab it next turn. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's next turn you can grab it.
So I think I can grab and throw in the same action.
Yeah, I think so. Mistral.
Alright. She's gonna try to run up to try to catch that kobold.
Okay.
That's as far as she can go.
Alrighty. Alright. Then, if that's it, Kita.
Well, since everyone's moving up, she's going to as well.
Okay.
And I think that puts it in range of Eldritch Blast, so...
Yeah, because the Eldritch is, what, 60 feet?
It's like 100.
100, yeah, 120, I think. You're right.
And that is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That is a hit. Yeah, 120 feet. So, I mean, you really didn't even have to move in that case.
I know, but everyone else is doing it.
Right.
10 damage.
10 damage. And it's down. The kobold goes... The kobold is fleeing. The Eldritch Blast strikes it from behind, and it collapses to the ground dead. Not bad.
Grab my javelin.
Not a bad amount of money either. 1 platinum, 8 gold, 20 electrum, and 41 silver. Also, I still have that listed as Lirith for some reason.
You want, you guys want to do a party fund again? So I can keep it.
I mean, the only thing that's Onyx would ever need is the eventual kit thing and stuff for this. So he has no reason to keep the money.
Right.
He has no reason to keep the money either.
Because most likely the stuff he uses the money for is going to benefit the party regardless. So.
Right. It is honestly the easiest just to keep a party tab, so...
Right.
Yeah, and anyone can dip into it at any point.
Right.
If you guys want, I can keep a party tab and just update it and post it into the Discord after each session.
Alright.
I'm fine with
Easy.
it.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Because unlike some parties, we're capable of doing that.
Right. Alright.
And again, I guess it all depends on the characters in it, wouldn't it?
Right.
Possibly.
That is 35 experience.
Also, if you guys want, I have a character sheet that runs JavaScripts on it for like leveling up and stuff. So it makes it leveling up easier. I can share that with you too.
Neat.
I will say if you do want it, it's slow at times.
I think I have that if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's possible.
But I'm not using it. I forget the name of it, but it's a little difficult to find. But I'm using a specific thing designed for artists. It wouldn't. Like it has all this stuff written out on the side of what artificers get, aside from their subclass, which you got to fill in.
Okay.
You guys should go take a check it. So I don't remember the XP.
300 is the next level up.
Yep, 300. I also have that listed on the spreadsheet here that I have, so. Alright, well, the kobolds are down. So again, like I said, that's 35 experience. And with that, if you guys want to keep wandering the slums, you can.
About what time of the day is it?
It's still midday.
I will say that with that information, Onyx will be keeping a close eye on time.
Right.
Because you can't really guard someone if you need to shut down for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might as well just keep going and see what we can find.
Yeah. It hasn't
I will
been
note I can
long
only
since you came in here, so.
right. I can only cure wounds one more time. Just so with it.
It's okay. I think Mistral used both of her spell slots. Because Witch Bolt's first level, so.
Mm-hmm.
And we're level 1, so that's only like 2 spell slots.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we continue on for at least one more possible fight.
One more possible fight. Alright. Go ahead and roll me some perception again.
Man, Onyx is on point, because that's a base of 8. Meaning, I believe that's a 22 for him.
Nice.
Wait, no, 22.
You know what the bad thing is?
Yep.
You need a crit for perception.
Wait, no. Yeah. I keep forgetting that my wisdom is a +2, and that's because of proficient, so I get a +4.
Right.
Sadness. Not my greatest stat, but...
Alright. Where did... I closed the campaign module on accident. I see it appears... Yep, I completely closed Adobe there, so I closed down the campaign module on accident. Probably when I closed the player's handbook, thinking I was doing something else. Anyway, alright. So as you wander further through the slums, you notice one building that still looks, fairly decent. Not, as damaged or destroyed as the others. As you look at the building for a moment, you happen to notice a Kenku kind of stroll into the building.
Do I want to investigate?
I'll go check it out.
We might as well.
Alright. I want to investigate Kenku.
To investigate.
It should be warned that, as probably noted, my armor makes noise more than most.
Oh, trust me, I'm not exactly the most sneaky type either.
I see.
Yeah. Guess it comes with the perks of the armor.
Right.
So yeah. Into said house with Kinku.
Into said house with Kenku. Alright.
I guess it should be pretty obvious, but I did grab the spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk up to the building and push the door open. Inside, you see what appears to be a band of 6 Kenku. However, you also notice a figure in a red cloak that seems to be tossing papers around. As you open the door and look in, he quickly looks up at you and, without saying anything, he simply waves to you and returns to what he's doing.
Well, good night to you too.
Kita waves back.
I guess at this point, Onyx just kind of slowly tries waving and fails miserably.
He just sticks his hand up.
Just.
What exactly are you doing here? You do know it's quite dangerous. As Titus kind of exclaims out to the person.
He looks up at you, kind of scoffs a bit and says, I have them to help me out. And he kind of points to the Kenku. He says, beyond that, though, I am looking for something. I don't suppose any of you have heard of the Old Rope Guild, have you? Anybody who wants to can try to roll a history check.
I'm going to say that I'm not going to because I highly doubt he would know.
I highly doubt Kita would know too, so she just kind of shakes her head with a nuh-uh.
Okay.
Titus kind of just thinks
Let's
on
see.
it.
Ooh, that is a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 24 history.
Of course, the archaeologist is.
Right.
Of course, the archaeologist knows history.
Of course, the archaeologist knows history. So
And
the
then
old
there's-
huh?
I was just going to say, and then there's Onyx, he's like, old rope.
So the Old Rope Guild, as it's known as, was once a thieves guild back in the heyday of Flan. It was. Somebody dropped.
Gunner.
Welcome back. It was a big thieves guild with a lot of people. It is said that during the final moments of Flan, the thieves of the Old Rope Guild were working to aid the monsters and things that were taking over. However, it is also said that once the city had been taken by the monsters turned around and betrayed the thieves and wiped them out.
Never trust the monsters.
Right? I thought I heard something. So the man will, when you relate this to everybody, the man will nod and he will say, I am searching for the Old Rope Guild. A friend of mine, an alchemist of sorts, said he would meet me there. He's creating a potion for me, I guess you could say. I wish to check on the status of it, but I have not heard from him in some time. Unfortunately, while I am looking for the old rope guild, I am currently in search of some other things as well. Mainly some important documents that I believe to be here. He will say, if you could perhaps find it and bring the potion to me, I'd happily pay you. He pulls 20 gold from his pouch and shows it to you.
So you're bribing us.
He shrugs as he puts the gold back and says, don't consider it a bribe per se. Just consider it a request. I just wish to know the status of the potion, and if it is complete, I would like the potion brought to me. I will, of course, go myself if you decide not to, but it will be another day or so before I can, as I am currently busy.
Well, I mean, we're going to be here for a couple days, I assume, other than, like, actually going back to the city at night, but could possibly have a look.
Yes, that is something else I must consider. Though my work here is important, I will likely need to return to the city by nightfall. He says, well, if you meet my friend, simply tell him that Olo sent you, and that you're looking to find out about the potion. Olo.
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 I just got fucking reminded of Megamind for a second.
But yes. That is his name, Olo. Olo Tancho. There's the rest of it. But yeah, that's what he wants from you, so.
I mean, at this point in time, Onyx isn't going to be a big decision.
Right. I don't know if Wolfie is saying something and we just don't hear it or what.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife. Well, I'd say if we could help him while we're here, if we happen to stumble upon it.
Right.
I say we do help, and if we can. If not, well, and we're not out anything.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that's where Titus stands.
Right. Alright. Well, with that, Olo just turns back to what he was doing, so he really has nothing else to say to you.
Is anyone want to ask the location of said person?
Well, I doubt he knows if he's requesting to look for him.
Yeah, the only thing he knows is that it's the old rope guild. He doesn't know where it is.
If we stumble upon anything in our travels, I'm sure we can figure it out.
Ola will actually say, you can meet me here during the day, or you can find me in one of the inns in the city during the night.
Alrighty then. Well, guess we should get a move on. Seeing that there's nothing left here for us.
Yep.
Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Hello. It was nice meeting you.
He just waves. And that's literally all he responds with, is just a quick wave. Alright. And offwards again.
So, like, afternoonish.
It's I'd say 2 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
So alright. If people want to roll another series of perception checks as you look around.
I say we're all pretty. I say we're all probably looking for some sign of the rope guild, if minimal.
Right.
As well.
14.
So I got an 11.
Not perceptive. Robot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, for a robot, Onyx doesn't seem very good at looking.
I rolled a basic
Synthetic
7.
20 for Mistral.
What, for Mistral?
Synthetic 20.
Okay.
I mean, going off the
22.
whole 5% effectiveness,
Yeah.
it could just be an error in a system.
True.
Very true. Alright.
Did you hear?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
22.
23. Yeah. Every time I tried to say it, people started talking. I'm just like, did you hear me? Did
Yeah.
you not?
I did catch it that time, so, well, mostly. Because I heard 22, not 23, but yeah. I did catch it.
Yay.
So you continue to walk. As you round the corner around the buildings here, you see.
Would a group of Kinku, if they were the Raven type or Crow type, considered a murder of Kinku?
They very well could be a murder of Kenku. But as you round this corner, you see a group of orcs also rounding the corner. As soon as the two of you catch eye, you happen to notice that one of the orcs is currently holding the severed head of some poor random other adventurer. And as soon as they take notice of you, they are going to draw out their great axes and prepare themselves for combat. And that brings us to Mistral.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, I was just so she's gonna get up next to the orc here, and she's gonna go ahead and cast Shocking Grasp.
Alright. Shocking Grasp.
Okay, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep. That's a hit.
And that's going to be a 7 lightning damage.
7. Alright. On Orc 1. Alright, well, it's still up. Orcs are much stronger than kobolds.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's really her only option.
Yeah. Alright. That brings us to Kita.
Alright, I guess Kita could help take out that first orc, so
Okay.
probably gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Alright.
With the I can't math. That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. That orc is down, actually.
Yay.
Only about twice as tough as a kobold. Or, yeah. I said only about twice as tough as a kobold.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's all she's gonna do.
So the orc is going to look between all of you and is going to decide to move up here to
Lovely.
Titus.
Is it because I'm the only heavily armed one? Or armored one?
I mean, it's not like there's a literal metal machine right next to you.
Yeah.
Right. That's an 18 to hit.
That matches.
Okay. That is a
You
hit.
have one more AC than you.
That
Wait,
is
does
a
it-
hit then.
No, your defense fighting style would.
That is 7 slashing.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
Well. Oh.
Is your base armor 15?
16. I don't have the defense fighting style.
Ah.
I am going to make an attack with my longsword.
Okay.
6.
20. Nice.
That'll hit. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
6 damage. And then I'm going to use my second wind as a bonus action
Alright.
to gain a shit amount of health back.
It happens. Alright.
Well,
And Onyx.
I guess I'm gonna step on over to this guy and going to try and touch it with shock and grasp.
Okay.
Rolling a base of 17, which puts which isn't this based off my spellcasting mod?
Yeah. Should be.
Which means that's a plus. That's a 23.
Yeah, that's it.
So basically, I guess what this visually looks like is just almost like a hand taser.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
And I'll make sure I roll the thing. D8. Yes, so 5 lightning.
5? Alright. It is
I guess if
still
it was
up.
wearing. Oh. I was going to say, I guess if it was wearing metal, I would have had advantage, but.
Yeah, it's
didn't
good
work.
hide armor. It's a leathery type thing, so.
It doesn't work.
Geese. In that case. I don't have much I can actually do with bonus actions as of yet. So. That's going to be what I do for now.
Okay. Mistral.
Alright. She will go right back here and hit him in the back with shocking grasp.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And for 5 lightning damage.
The same thing.
And the orc roars and goes down.
Drongo.
Not bad.
My built-in
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
taser
Gold.
seemed to be.
Not bad. So 23 gold and 40 experience.
3.
So does Titus? I can't.
Yeah, Titus.
Titus. Does he need more healing?
It would be appreciated, yes. How many? You
So I
said
guess
40?
if-
You said 40
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yeah, 40 experience.
Okay.
Everybody should be at 75.
Yeah. I'll put my XP, then do the roll. So, seeing that you were still injured, I completely did not roll that. Where'd it go? Over there. Okay. Try this again.
Mm-hmm.
So you heal 7 HP. I rolled low.
Alright.
It's not terrible.
Nope.
I mean, when you have a +4 to it, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
And I'm out of spells until we finish long rest.
Right.
I think we might maybe do one more and leave because it's getting probably pretty late in the day now.
It is
later.
It's starting to get later. So,
If it's getting late, it might be smarter to start heading back. That way, if we encounter something on the way back, we take it out. If not, we're not late.
Probably.
Right. Alright.
And if Onyx is the one that says that, translate it to everybody. Because I'm not saying it to everybody.
Right. All right. Give me some perceptions again.
So we've only gone downhill.
That's going to be a 19.
All right.
6.
21.
Okay.
So you still did better than me, Wolfie.
What?
I rolled that one. So that's 5.
Yeah.
I literally have rolled worse the more times I've done it.
It's all downhill. Alright. Well, as you...
Guess I'm just too focused on why my shock and grasp isn't as strong as he thinks, or it thinks it should be.
Right. Well, as you wander on your way back, you notice a what looks like a human woman walk into a building near the gates. Still in the slums, of course.
Right here, we might as well check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is agreeing.
I'm good to me.
All right. With that, you pass into the building. As you open the door, you can see the woman. She is just starting to pull out a book when she looks up, when she hears the door open. She looks up at you and smiles and says, well, hello. My name is Erlin Nimerva. I'm a gypsy of sorts. If you would like, I can read your fortunes.
What?
Well, if you all are curious, go right ahead.
One, but I don't know if I should.
It doesn't seem too hostile, so...
I guess so. Okay.
Alright. Erlen will say, it is just 1 gold to have your fortune told.
Yeah, it's over 1 gold.
Alright.
I'll take any gold we really pay out of the party
Party stores?
Party source, unless you guys specifically say it's from your own.
Yeah,
Okay.
I imagine it would be from Kita's own small pile.
Okay.
There you go.
I am being called, so be right back.
Okay. That's Gunnar joining and leaving. Erlen pulls out a small deck of cards. She hands them to you and asks you to shuffle the cards.
And Kita shuffles them. Probably with a little bit more skill than what one would think out of a kid.
Right.
She's taught a few tricks.
Alrighty.
Well, sorry, I was out.
You're good.
So from what I remember, I fought some kobolds and orc, and now we're facing and now we're talking with a gypsy.
Yep. That is what has happened so far. So you shuffle the tarot cards, or tarot cards, or however you want to call them, as I've heard both used. After shuffling the cards, you hand the cards back, and Erilyn starts to draw cards. She looks over the cards for a moment, and you see her face sort of fall as she looks at them and says, "I see before you a dark future. You will find yourself passing through a deep darkness. Of what, though, I cannot foresee."
Do you happen to see scarlet fire in it?
I do not see any scarlet fire, no.
Oh. Okay. Then I don't know.
Well, that's certainly ominous.
Well, Erilyn will look back at the rest of you and say, "Would anybody else like their fortunes told?"
Could be fun.
Alright. So 1 gold later, and a quick shuffle of the cards again. Erilyn looks over the new draw of cards, and then she speaks up and says, "For you, I see something strange. I see you standing before a powerful dragon. The dragon is at your feet."
Is it hurt?
No, well, it is hurt, but it seems as though it was hurt by your own weapons. I believe you have slain it.
Oh no. Well, if that's the future. I hope I at least tried to talk it down beforehand.
I'll take a gander in my future.
Alright. 1 gold and another shuffle later, and she draws a new set of cards. You hear her audibly gasp as she says, "I see you standing before a great flame. A flame that threatens to destroy everything around you."
Well, is there anything positive about it?
And I'm back with pizza.
Welcome back. Erilyn will shake her head and say, "Of that, I cannot see."
Could I
So what did I miss?
Could I just offhandedly mention how sketch that sounds after Kita just mentioned Scarlet Flame?
So, but yeah, people were having their fortunes told. Erilyn saw Kita wandering through a deep darkness, saw Misery slaying a dragon, and saw Mistral standing before a great flame.
Now the question is, does Kita try and get Onyx's fortune read?
Yes. The answer is yes, and even pays for it.
Alright.
Kita's just like, shut up and take my coin.
Shut up and take my coins. So, Erlen reads the robot's fortune. She says, for you, I see a horde of undead rising before you. Despite this, you stand firm and strong against them. I cannot say if you win or lose, but that is what I see.
Onyx probably just assumes that means he's going to fight a horde of undead at some point.
Right.
I won't have my fortune read, but I will ask, what are you doing on the outskirts? Or the outer walls, I should say.
I was journeying with a band of adventurers. It was me, a man named Olo Tancho, and a few others. We were fighting, but unfortunately unfortunately we were attacked by a band of orcs that overtook us. As far as I know, I was the only one to escape.
Was this Olo wearing a red robe?
Yes, red robe, sort of an older gentleman, maybe in his 50s.
Oh, we just ran into him a little bit ago.
Yes, we did run into him in the slums. With some Kinku.
Sounds about right for him. Well, I suppose it is good to know at least one other survived.
At this, Onyx is like, wasn't there ahead with the orcs we took out?
There was.
Oh, there was, wasn't there?
Yes, I figured that might be your other party member.
It is very possible. She will smile and say, but such is the inevitability of life, I suppose. In truth, I have seen many futures, including my own. I know the very moment in which I will die. She kind of looks to all of you and, gives a bit of a grin and says, I've also seen myself traveling with each of you for a time. Not for long, but for a time. She says, as such, if you would have me, I would be more than willing to come along. I am what you could call a wizard, a divination wizard, if you will.
Oh, your mother. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, I have no objections as to more help.
Agreed.
Erlen will give you a bow and say, very well then. I will tag along with you for now. And cue the Erlen has joined your party music.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this feels really NPC join party like.
Right. Yep.
Well, I will say. We'll say to Erland, welcome to the Onyx Company, as we are calling ourselves. As you can see, probably the kid's idea, mostly, kind of.
She nods and says, it will be fun to travel with each of you. She says, now, by where you were going, I assume you were returning to the city?
Yes, we were. We're out of resources, so to speak, for more adventuring today.
Very well. Then I shall tag along. And with that, you all return to the civilized area. Excuse me. You all return to the civilized area of Newfoundland. And with that, I assume you're all going to stop at an inn, take a rest. And with that, that will be a good spot to end off for today. You can all take a long rest, get your spell slots and everything back, and when we continue, back into the slums.
I guess the thing to say is Onyx will point out that he does not need a bed. Or he does not sleep.
Right.
Yeah, suit yourself, mate.
Is this actually going to cost us anything? Or are we kind of bunking up in like the guild hall or something?
You can bunk up in the guild hall, or you can get, pay for an actual room at the inn. Up to you.
I would sleep at the guild hall.
I mean, one option seems to be free.
Right. Admittedly. So yeah, I mean, if you guys just want to bunk at the guild hall, you can, so.
Okay.
Alright. I will move you guys back into the civilized area. Over here. And you guys can take your long rest. And next Friday, we can either head back into the slums, head to the graveyard, or off to Sokol Keep. I'm assuming probably back to the slums, but
Probably.
Alrighty. Well, with that is it for today. I hope that those watching enjoyed. If you did, feel free to stop by twitch.tv/Serene Inc., where these are streamed and recorded live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. It's usually about when we start, so. And with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.